Alrighty, guys, welcome back. We are watching episode 2 of Madoka Magica. I literally just finished watching the first one, so now I'm watching the second one already. So, it is fresh in my mind. I guess I don't really have much to talk about because I just finished recording the discussion and now I'm watching the next one. So, man, go listen to the last discussion for all my thoughts and everything I said. Yeah, I guess we will just get started here with episode 2 of Madoka Magica. We will be starting in three, two, one. Oh, I have it muted. There we go. Tomore Mami. Ah, I want to write it down, but I'll just write it down later. Yeah, sounds about right. I wonder how. Oh, okay. I'm assuming that was real. Oh, is that Cube right there in the corner on her bedstand? It looks like it. Oh, was it? No, it wasn't just a dream, right? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I was gonna say, there's no way. Like, we're doing that again. Hmm. Anyway, I wonder if there is another way. I mean, there has to be another way then to become a magical girl other than forming a contract with Cube, then, right? Because I assume Akemi didn't. Maybe she did. I don't know. Hmm. I do like this opening. Hmm. Oh, that looks like that's such a Monogatari shot to me. All right. Okay. Yeah. So it wasn't just a dream. Thank God. Oh, okay. Not unreasonable. She brought Cube home. Can her mom see him? Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I was gonna say it's kind of weird. He's just chilling there, and okay, but Akemi could see him. Hmm. Very fancy. Oh, wow. Chosen by Cube. Oh, please do. Please do. Yeah, she does. Soul Gem. Okay. A wish. That's a wish is different than a contract in my mind, you know? Hmm. In exchange for that wish. Interesting. Interesting framing of that, I guess. What? Okay, this is gonna be rough. Interesting. Wow. Hmm. Okay. Interesting. He can't be seen by most people either, there, right? Wow. All right. That's serious. Hmm. Okay, okay. Wonder if that's what her dream was then, assuming it was real. Hmm. Interesting. Yeah. Because it seems like they're obligated to fight these witches, right? That kind of seems like the implication to me, right? Because I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it, but interesting. Having your wish come true, being with your life. Oh, so yeah, Sayaka can see him. Uh, Hitomi can't. Akemi is going to be able to see him though at school. Um, oh, they could talk to each other. Interesting. Okay. Hmm. It's kind of creepy. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too. I really don't think I'm being too. Oh yeah. Think. Yeah, how that must have looked through her eyes. No, don't say that. Yeah. Man, the school is very shaft, isn't it? I really want to see what Akami says or does about this. Yeah, she can't do it here. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Wow, they are really against her now, huh? No, no explanation. They didn't give any reasoning for why. Okay, let's see. Did she also form a contract with Cube, or did she get it through some other way? Well, she didn't attack Madoka. Yeah. Interesting. But where did Akemi get her powers from? Rewards from who? I I don't know. I don't know about any of that. That is not a proper explanation for me. It really feels like some information is being left out here for from Cube and Mommy to them. Hmm. Come on, he's supposed to be taking notes. Hmm. It's very interesting, isn't it? This idea that the wish is in exchange for the magical girl powers, right? But I guess if you're, uh, yeah, it's not with the risk because it's like they wouldn't be able to choose. You know what I mean? Like they wouldn't be able to choose to just not fight witches. Apparently, you know. I I don't know about that. I trade your life for it, which it. Oh. Hmm. It's been framed in a way that might make it seem like that, I suppose. Please, Akemi, tell us something. Girl, come on. Say something, please. Elucidate us. Come on. Mm-hmm. Don't try to become someone else. Yeah. Hmm. Did she get it through the same way? Hmm. Interesting. Just looked at her. I guess it really just depends on what their wish will be, what Madoka's wish will be, and how it could potentially conflict with the advice that Akemi gave her. Hmm. Wonder if she's just gonna follow them around. What is it? Okay, that's great, fantastic. I don't think you need a bat. What? Oh, cool. It looks a little bit creepy. Oh, oh, come on. Exit. Yet again. Okay. I'm very interested in what these witches are gonna be like, I guess. Oh, man, the lighting. Hmm. Yeah, she's okay. Hmm. I expected that to be her reaction to that. Think that she wasn't worth it, basically. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for thinking that, at least. Hmm. German? Is like it? Traffic accidents. Okay. Wow. Very dark. So is that. I don't know. Hmm. Interesting. Hmm. I have some thoughts, but we'll see. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. They're gonna immediately see her save someone. Okay. Makes sense, right? Gonna help inspire them to do it. Interesting. Oh, okay. Witch's kiss. So the witches are real. Oh, the music has been so good. Oh my god. Oh, it's like the butterfly stuff we saw yesterday. It seems to be a not yesterday. I guess it was yesterday in universe. Last episode. I wonder if that'll be a recurring theme with the witches. Or if this is just the same witch as last time. Yeah, she's following him. Yeah, I feel like it must just be the same witch as last time, right? That they didn't go after. Man. Hmm. Yeah, she's kind of showing off, you know. Yeah, if she gives this great performance, she saves someone. She looks so great, you know. And Madoka, I'm not she's not susceptible to that. Um, but there's other examples of people like that in her life who she looks up to a lot, you know. So seems kind of like the perfect situation for is that okay? All right. That's the witch. It seems like the perfect situation to convince Madoka to go through with this and become a magical girl, right? This inspiration from another person. Because it's giving her the opportunity to become like one of the people she looks up to, right? Which Mommy is now taking, is now one of those people. Man, it's all the visuals. It's like that one scene in the first episode of Bakemonogatari, um, but it's just a lot more. I almost wonder if she's gonna be about to lose, and it's gonna be a oh, never mind. Maybe not. She'll be fine. Okay. I was gonna say, I wonder if it's like she'll be about to lose, and Kyubei's like, "Oh, you want to make that deal with me now? You can do it right now and help her." But I guess her serving just as an inspiration for Madoka works just as well, I'm sure. The thorns and the scissors, yeah. What on earth? Hmm. All right. Perfect. Perfect. Mm-hmm. All right. So that was inside one of the barriers they were talking about. Oh. Hmm. Ah. You charge it? Oh, no? Oh, yeah? Yes. Okay. Ah. Okay. Okay. You know what? That makes sense. All right. So that's the reason why they have to fight the witches to be the magical girls, right? Hmm. Whoa. Yeah, it's a little bit naive, isn't it? Wish everyone could get along, huh? Aw. Mm-hmm. Some very good inspiration for Madoka. Wants to be like her. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh. Man, all right. Hmm. Very interesting. Very interesting. Was a good episode yet again. I I really hope. Here's what I'm hoping. Here's what I'm hoping. I hope my theories and my thoughts and my general approach so far hasn't just been completely off the mark. Because, again, I've recorded these back to back. I have no idea what the reaction to my first episode would be. But I'm hoping that I'm not so wildly off the mark with everything I'm saying and thinking that it's just ludicrous, because that would annoy people, I think. But no, I guess I can't do anything about it. That's just what I'm thinking as I'm watching, so I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I don't know. It's like people, a lot of people, it seems like maybe I'm just creating this problem in my mind, but a lot of people, it seems like they don't like the way I approach media sometimes, about how the very heavy emphasis on um, the thematic meaning behind everything that the author is trying to put into it, right? But I feel like that is the most powerful explanatory force behind anything that happens, right? Like, if I wasn't thinking of it this way, I wouldn't have a good explanation for, like, why all of that stuff, Madoka seeing all of that stuff with mommy is, like, uh, meaningful for her, considering the type of person she is, the established relationships we saw with her already in the first episode with the people in her life that she looks up to. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the discussion. Alrighty, let's go through the episode. So yeah, it was a good episode yet again. Kind of just set up for the most part for man, whatever is going on. I really don't know. To me, what this episode in general kind of felt like is it feels like we were really given this we were given information in a way that is very particularly framed through um, you know, Cube and Mommy, right? Along with the events of the episode, the whole it really is like this scene at the end, this whole thing with Mommy beating the witch and all of that. It really serves as this perfect inspiration for both of them, I assume, right? Madoka more so. We have more, I think, insight into Madoka's mind and like the way she thinks about stuff, stuff like that. So this really served as like perfect inspiration for them to want to become magical girls, right? Um, yeah, it is very interesting, and I was thinking about how it's possible that I'm overthinking this, but I really don't think I am at all. Um, I don't just want to say, I don't know. I guess I don't really know what I think exactly. I just think the information we were given is framed in a way that I don't really think we can say is entirely accurate. Maybe not that it's entirely accurate, but I feel like we don't have the full story, right? I think that much is clear. Because we weren't really given a reason for why Akemi wants to kill Cube, right? Um, they didn't really have an answer for that at all, frankly, right? Um, like they said it was because Akemi wanted to stop Cube from making them into magical girls so she would have less competition. That's just crazy. I really don't buy it. I don't buy that at all. I don't, again, like, um, obviously Akemi wasn't attacking Madoka. All she was trying to do was kill Cube, right? And Madoka didn't want her to, but that isn't, she wasn't attacking Madoka in any way, right? It didn't seem like if Sayaka hadn't sprayed her with the fire hydrant or the what are those things called? Fire extinguisher. If she hadn't sprayed her with the fire extinguisher, I don't think Akemi was about to like attack Madoka or something, right? So yeah, this whole framing of her wanting to get to Cube, and having attacked Madoka, stuff like that. It's just I just don't believe it. I don't believe that's the reason why she wants to kill Cube at all, especially because that's very self-serving. It's a very self-serving plot, I guess, for Cube. If that is the real reason. It does a very good job of pitting them against Akemi without any real good reason, right? It's just they've only heard one side of the story. Not that Akemi she hasn't really said anything for them to think any other way. She had her opportunity, kind of, right? That's what it seems like, at least. So I don't know. It's interesting. Um. Anyway, let's see her. So she has this talk with her mom. Um, it is interesting that no one else can see Kyubey because, like, Akemi can see Kyubey. To me, the implication here is that Akemi got her powers through the same way. Because we can assume she also, at the end, Mommy throws the grief seed, I think they called it, to Akemi and tells her, you can use it again if you want to, right? So that makes me think Akemi must have a soul gem. I assume Akemi got her powers through Kyubey then, right? Madoka certainly seemed to think so, kind of, because she asked Akemi what she wished for when she became a magical girl, which we'll talk about that in a second here. I mean, yeah, she has a talk with her mom about, she was out late last night, hanging out with mommy. No one else can see Kyubey, which is weird. I don't know. It really feels like Madoka and I don't know why I keep forgetting her name. I have to look at it every time. Sayaka. I don't. It's because they barely say it. I don't know. I really keep forgetting it. But it really feels like to me they are being manipulated. I don't know for what purpose or why or anything. I have no idea. To me, this whole, the contract thing. The contract thing is what really makes me suspicious. But I guess we do have to think, like, this whole thing that they tell them about witches, it is true. The witch thing is true. And it seems like if that whole, woman trying to commit suicide because of the witch's kiss, I think that's what they called it, right? If that was true, then it seems like getting rid of these witch things is a good cause, right? But I really just can't help but feel like we don't have all of the information. And it just really feels like the way the information is being given to them is, very specific, And like Kyubey's framing of it here, right? I can grant you a wish, and in exchange, a soul gem is produced, right? And they can use that soul gem to become a magical girl. It's like the source of their power, right? Well, isn't that really weird framing? Like, what do you mean in exchange, right? What's the exchange there? Because aren't both of those things to their benefit? They get a wish and they get a soul gem. That doesn't seem like an exchange of any kind to me. What I was saying during the episode for a little bit before the episode answered my own question was like, it seems like they don't have a choice in fighting these witches, right? Yeah, you're given the responsibility of fighting witches. But I guess the way it works is you have to fight these witches to charge your soul gem to be a magical girl, right? So I mean, I guess yeah, you're forced to fight the witches to be a magical girl because that's the only way you can maintain your power as a magical girl. So sure, makes sense. I was thinking of it more like, do you like, I don't know, the idea of being like forced in a way. The implication is that you have to fight the witches, but I guess technically you do, but I guess it's not literally like that. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. I was trying to think if I can get any meaning out of the wish her mother would have, but I don't know. I guess just the only thing I can say about it is pretty self-serving in a way, right? Well, Madoka at the end of the episode, she just said she wishes she could help other people. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Madoka's a good little goober, I guess. And yeah, just magical girls spread hope, witches spread despair, which based off what we saw about the witches, it seems true, but it's just again saying all of this negative stuff about them when I'm already so suspicious of Kyubey. It just really makes me doubt the veracity of this information. But what do I know? I guess. Hmm. Yeah, and they really spell it out specifically. As, to help you make up your mind, you can see what it's like to fight a witch, and they really do put on quite the show, don't they? Like, let's go here. Let's go down the idea that this is all purely some crazy manipulation that they're doing. That in some way forming this contract with Kyubey is purely beneficial to him in some way, and it's really what he wants. He has to try and trick people into it, basically, right? Let's go fully down that path, right? like they really did put on a good show, if that's what it was, to convince them to become magical girls, because like the way mommy says this is it makes you think like she's going to show them how dangerous it is and it'll be risking their lives, but it really wasn't that at all. She was very flashy, she saved someone, it was this very idealistic perfect thing, um for them to look at and be like, okay, yeah, I really want to be a magical girl now. And even the framing of this whole telepathy thing, even though really it's through Cube, maybe it's just me, that is really creepy to me. The fact that it's like he has access to their minds isn't like, I don't know, I to me that is very unsettling that they have telepathy through his power. That's, man, that is unsettling to me. I don't like that. And I just think how funny this is that they stopped and stared at each other for this entire scene, and just think about what that looks like to Hitomi. It's very, very funny. Maybe I have a good idea of why she keeps turning down those love letters. uh Very funny. And yeah, and just the fact that just wonder what's going through Akami's mind with all of this stuff. Returning back to my wild speculation from the first discussion about all of this being some kind of weird time loop situation, something like that. I almost feel like just because nothing further supporting that idea was brought up in this episode, that I should just give up on it, because it was just wild speculation in the first place. Um, but going back to it and just thinking about it, I just wonder, like, I don't know. I just want to know what's going through Akami's head, basically, with all of this, right? Because she wanted to kill Kyubey before he reached Madoka, right? So it's somehow Akami knew that Kyubey was trying to reach Madoka. So again, that just seems to me it's just more information that she has, that it's weird that she has it. Hmm. And yeah, they say just like you, she was after me. I guess this is when they bring that up about how she wanted to do it to prevent more magical girls from existing because of the witch rewards. I mean, that's obviously not it at all, right? That's obviously not it at all, because Akami didn't care about the reward from beating the witch. She literally gave it back to mommy. She didn't care about it. So that alone already is contradictory information in terms of this story that they're giving Madoka. Um, hmm. Man, I don't know. It's just the sad thing is it really is just, it's like the perfect thing. It's like the perfect thing to prey on Madoka's insecurities, what she wants for herself, how she wants to improve herself in her mind. This whole magical girl thing, it really is. It's just perfect, you know? It's like just, again, going back to the idea that Kyubey is this evil creature and really going down that path as far as I can. Like, he has found the perfect prey for this. Um, I don't know. And um, Sayaka says this stuff about their wish and how she thinks they're both being stupid for not answering it immediately. Having a wish you trade your life for shouldn't be all that uncommon, but like, I don't. To me, I can't, why would you ever have a wish you would trade your life for? If you trade your life for it, what's the point? Um, unless we're thinking of it, your life as in a more abstract sense, like who you are, stuff like that. Hmm. Must mean we haven't faced much misfortune, and she thinks of something here. Wait, we don't really know what she's thinking of. Obviously, something that she's experienced, some kind of trauma, probably. It makes me feel like she must have a wish in mind already, and that she isn't brave enough to wish for it. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. It is interesting. And here comes Akumi, and she just tells Madoka the same thing as yesterday, which again, it's obvious how it relates to the idea of becoming a magical girl, right? The idea of accepting yourself and not wanting to become another person, and how that relates with becoming a magical girl, especially considering Madoka's motivation now for wanting to become a magical girl, right? Seeing mommy and all of that stuff, seeing her, be so cool and, be a magical girl, right? Wanting to become her almost. So it's obvious to see how her warning plays into to what Madoka wants. And she asks, "What wish did you make?" All she does is look at her, which in my mind, I mean, I really don't know, but in my mind, like, it's almost like she's saying in a way. She doesn't say anything, but it's almost like she's saying like, "Oh, just look at me." Um, because what is Akami? She's like the perfect ideal. She's perfect pretty much. She's super smart. She is incredibly good at sports. She's super popular. She's cute. All that stuff that they've said about her. And like, it makes me wonder if her being like this is because she wished to be like this, right? So let's say, and that fits in with her warning to Madoka as well. Let's say she wished to become perfect like this, right? To become a magical girl. In some way, it has affected her negatively, I assume. I assume that's why she would now want to kill Kyubey. And she's now giving a warning to Madoka of pretty much the same thing. Don't try and become someone else, right? Because, and wishing to become perfect, that's really what you're doing. You're giving up yourself. You're changing everything about yourself because no one's perfect, obviously. Nothing about anyone is perfect. Yeah, it's the opposite of self acceptance. Hmm. Very, yeah, very funny. Um, and yeah, and Akemi follows them as they go to get the witch. And yeah, just the thing about her drawing, she's so excited for it. Yeah, she's the perfect subject to this. And just man, how dark and like scary this shot looked as they were walking. It's very man, look at the lighting, look at they're in the dark. It just I don't know. It really just plays with my mind. It really makes me think I'm not going down the wrong path here. Oh, these are like Monogatari trees right here. Look at them. But like again, they do save someone, right? They do save this girl from killing herself, assuming this is real. Assuming this like there is the idea that all of this is staged and completely made up, right? That all of this is just crazy machinations that Kyubey and Mommy have come up with completely to trick them into becoming magical girls, which is really maybe we're going too far at that point. But I don't know. I really don't know. It wouldn't surprise me because the witch's kiss, it is in the shape of a butterfly, right? There's nothing about it that makes me think like, oh, they're lying about it. But I guess it depends on what the nature of the witch is, why it exists. I wish I knew what that German said. I don't know. I really don't know. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure. I am not sure. But yeah, and they put on their show. Mommy is the perfect, she's the perfect ideal magical girl for Madoka to look up to, be inspired by, just like the other people in her life. But it's a lot easier, right? It's a lot easier because like the other people in her life who she looks up to, her mom, her friends, even in ways, right? She looks up to them, um, and she can strive and try to be like them, try and be better. Um, but in this situation, she's being given the opportunity to just wish for it, and it can instantly become true. Which she doesn't have that with the other people in her life that she looks up to. So it's like if she wants to become like a magical girl, well, she can do it. It's easy. Hmm. All right. Trying to think if there's anything else. I already covered this pretty well, I think. The whole thing about, obviously, and that does kind of. I'm trying to think if that has any implications. The fact that they have to kill these witches to power up their soul gem. I don't know. It's just, I, I guess it just depends on what the nature of these witches are exactly. And like just this whole even this transfer process just looks weird to me. It's like stuff is leaving this into this. That's like I think I made I it was confused me at first when I first saw it because that just seems weird to me. I thought you would somehow charge it with this, but no, it's like stuff is leaving the soul gem and going into the grief seed, which I don't know, just seems strange to me. Hmm. All right. Well, I think I've covered everything. Again, Madoka, it seems like she's potentially made up her wish, made up her mind about this wish, right? Yeah, inspired by mommy, which I think was the point. And I think, she really wants to help other people. And it's just sad because that's such a good outlook. That's such a positive wish to have. That's not at all self-serving, like the wish her mother said she would make. Um, and in that sense, if all of this is really just not good, like I've been thinking, um, then I don't know. That makes me feel bad. But I guess we'll see. I don't know. Who knows? We will see. I could be completely wrong. I really don't think I am. Um, so yeah, man, that was good. That was a very good first two episodes. I don't know. I guess leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think. Subscribe maybe. I will see you guys in the next one.